Hello again, this is Michael Hicks in the third of my videos introducing the book Spencer Kimball's record collection, Essays on Mormon Music, by myself. And you can probably see, well, I don't know how you could not see, piles of books. These books are all hymn books. They're from different denominations of Christendom. They're from different faiths a little bit outside of Christendom, from the Unification Church to even a Buddhist hymnal here. These are the largest portion of my own collection of hymn books. I've given away in the past year this many and sold a few more. But I have lots still to go. I love hymn books. It's a little bit of a nerdy obsession. I'm sure I've been interested since I was a kid, and the content, the spirit, the texture of hymnody, very important to me, and I think maybe subliminally to Latter-day Saints around the world. Now, I'm staging this way because 4 of the, let's say 3.5 of the chapters in this book deal with hymns. Now, 2 deal with hymn books per se. One of them, for example, chapter 2, How the Church Left Emma Smith and Why You Should Care. I hope that's a provocative enough title to whet your appetite to read that. And another one deals with the making of a more recent hymn book in the late 20th century. There's another chapter that deals with the hymn, The Spirit of God, Like a Fire is Burning, and what went into that, this monumental, monolithic piece of music in the repertoire of Latter-day Saints. But the first chapter in the book, this is the half of my 3.5 chapters, deals with these kind of books. You can see this oversized book here, and it's a book that is just a lot of pieces of sheet music that are sewn together, bound in this hard cover volume. Here's another one. These are called binders volumes. These are where you have single pieces of sheet music that a particular performer or young person, usually interested in music, collects. They bind the pieces of music together as kind of an object of their own identity, their preferences, their tastes, as it were. I'm going to read you a little bit from the first chapter in this book, the first essay, which is called Joseph Smith's Favorite Songs or Not. And then I'm going to actually sing you, as kind of a bonus track and an epilogue to these videos, one of the songs that is referred to in this chapter. But let me just read you the opening of the chapter. The Book of Mormon entered the world in the heyday of binders volumes, batches of sheet music sewn together between hardcovers as keepsakes. Young men and women, skilled as pianists or singers, collected personal favorites, had them bound, and treasured them for what they captured of their owners' lives. Binders volumes bundled people's aural pleasures, whose moods and lyrics bespoke the social and emotional lives of those who selected them. The descendants of binders volumes, of course, are mixtapes, digital playlists, and so forth, anthologies that contain their compilers' favorite songs, each with private meanings or memories attached. Now imagine that Joseph Smith had compiled a binders volume. What would it contain? And what would those contents reveal about his vision of himself? you'll really enjoy this chapter as I take you through songs connected with Joseph Smith and some that he apparently took interest in based on our documentary record. Now, I'm going to sing one of those for you right now as the sort of epilogue to these video introductions to this new book, which I hope you will get because I believe you will enjoy it. I hope you will and expect you will. Okay, this song's called Wife, Children, and Friends. You'll read about it in the chapter. When the black-lettered list to the gods was presented, the list of what fate to each mortal intends, at the long string of ills a kind goddess relented, and slipped in 3 blessings, wife, children, and friends. In vain surly Pluto maintained he was cheated, for justice divine could not compass its ends. The scheme of man's penance he swore was defeated, for earth became heaven with wife, children, and friends. The soldier whose deeds live immortal in story, whom duty to far distant latitudes sends, with transport would barter whole ages of glory for one happy day with wife, children, and friends. Though valor still glows in his life's waning embers, the death-wounded tar who his colors defends drops a tear of regret as he dying remembers how blessed was his home with wife, children, and friends. Let the breath of renown ever freshen and nourish the laurel which o'er her dead favorite bends. O'er me wave the willow, and long may it flourish, bedewed with the tears of wife, children, and friends. Let us drink, for my song growing graver and graver, to subjects too solemn insensibly tends. Let us drink, pledge me high, love and virtue shall flavor the glass which I fill to wife, children, and friends. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.